Hi Virgo, here is your ex-partner reading for the month of October 2017. This will be the row for you and this will be for your ex-partner. But as I always remind you, quite often the energies or the messages can go vice versa. So please apply them to your particular situation. Also this month I am using a card in the center to either give more clarity or to act as a central issue, okay? Now, the card that you've got is the Major Arcana, the Magician. And it is number 1 in the Major Arcana, but it is reversed. There's 2 aspects to this card when it's reversed. One of them I don't like. But the first aspect is it's about the Magician, when he's in the upright, has all the tools and all the ingredients he needs to be able to manifest what it is that he's wanting. When it's in the reverse, it can be about feeling as though you don't have all those correct ingredients or tools, whatever, in order to manifest this. Now, this message can be certainly for both of you or for either one of you, as it is in the center. The other aspect I don't like with this card is the fact that the Magician can often talk about somebody that's been wearing a false mask here. Somebody that has been manipulative, deceitful, that can turn the charm on, but for their own aims and gains. Now, the first card you have up the top here, you've got the Queen of Wands. Now, this could be here to signify that your ex-partner was a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, but doesn't have to be. It can be talking about you. The Queen of Wands as an individual is somebody that is very loving and very caring, okay? But she can also be extremely independent, and she's very capable of looking after herself, meeting her own needs, but also meeting the needs of others that are dependent on her, okay? So it could be, Virgo, that in the month of October, if this is not talking about a fire sign that you was in a relationship with, then it can be here to highlight how going into the month of October, you are going to take on these qualities and these energies of the Queen of Wands. Now, on your ex-partner's side, we've got the Page of Wands. The Page can often be a messenger of new beginnings. But the thing with the Page of Wands is it talks about, yes, a new beginning. It can be a new creative venture. It can be something that you feel very passionate about. It could be here to highlight that your ex-partner has had a new offer given to them, maybe a new job or a new creative venture. But it could also be here to highlight how maybe your ex-partner is feeling, and still is feeling, I should say, towards you, that maybe they are still very focused on you and still feeling very passionate in regards to you and the relationship you had. Now, in terms of what you're thinking and feeling, we do have the World card here. Yes, the World card can talk about travel, long distance travel. Is that what some of you are thinking and feeling now? That now this relationship has ended, are some of you going to travel or even move? But the World card also is here about an ending of a particular cycle and a new cycle, a new chapter opening up here. So in terms of what you're thinking and feeling, is this what you want, Virgo? Do you want a new cycle, a new chapter of your life to open up in general? Or is this in reference to this ex-partner? Are you hoping for a new chapter to start between you and your ex-partner? The card they've got is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is often referred to as the single person card. When it's in the upright, the person's content with being on their own. They're comfortable, they have what they need, they have, you know, some life's luxuries, they're okay. In the reverse, it's quite the opposite. They're not happy with being on their own. You know, maybe you and your ex-partner have been apart for some time, and maybe they've reached a point where it's not fulfilling them anymore. But it is a card about being on your own, but it not being fulfilling any longer. Now, your outcome is the Hangman in the reverse, major arcana. Ordinarily, it would be like this. The thing with the Hangman in this position, sorry Virgo, I just needed to pause briefly as I got disturbed. So we were talking about the Hangman. So the thing is, the Hangman, in the upright, he's suspended from the tree. He's in limbo because he's trying to gain a fresh perspective, a better insight to something, okay? When he's in the reverse, I like to think that that fresh perspective or that better insight has now been gained, but he's still choosing not to make any actions and not choosing to make any forward movements here. So why is that? Is that because he's being prevented, that he's not able to take any action? Is it because the fresh perspective he's gained is in connection with his own attitudes and he's choosing not to accept that he's been partly responsible for this breakup? To be honest with you, if I'm looking at this, for some reason, I don't know. I feel more inclined to say that there's something preventing you from being able to take action here. Now, to further clarify that card, I got the Strength card. It's not a card that comes out very often in my readings, the Strength card. And it is a card about having strength, yes. But it's a card more to do with our internal strength rather than physical strength. When that card's in reverse, yes, you could be lacking in that internal strength, yes, okay? Lacking in strength and courage. Feeling out of touch with your inner strength. But it can also talk about a feeling of loss of self-esteem, a loss of confidence, not feeling good enough. See, you might enter the month, Virgo, being independent, knowing that you can stand on your own 2 feet. But this breakup on some level may have knocked your self-esteem or your self-confidence, or like I said, may have left you not feeling good enough. And maybe that's the fresh perspective that you've gained, that you've come to this conclusion that you are not good enough for your ex-partner. When in actual facts, I don't think that is the reality here. This is just your thought perception of this situation. Now, the outcome for your ex-partner is the King of Pentacles. So we can assume that you being the Virgo, you being the Earth sign, that King of Pentacles is there to represent you. That, you know, their outcome is you. And the King of Pentacles, you know, he is a very grounded energy, not gender specific either here in these readings, okay? And he doesn't fall for just any bad apple, the King of Pentacles. You know, he takes his time to enter a relationship. He takes his time to get to know the person. He doesn't just go charging in, you know, maybe like the Knight of Wands or the King of Wands, you know. It's a slow energy with this king, and he takes his time, okay? But clarifying that, we do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And this could be talking about an air sign, an Aquarius, a Libra, and a Gemini, or a Gemini, sorry. And this queen can be somebody that is maybe coming across quite cold, quite distant, where the head is ruling the heart slightly more here. She can be very cutting and sarcastic in terms of her communication. And also, this queen is very assertive, but more so in a negative way. So are you, Virgo? Is your ex-partner an air sign? And if so, are they coming across in this negative way? It can also be here to represent that maybe your ex-partner needs to be more assertive. That maybe they're not being as assertive as the Queen of Swords is. And they need to take on those energies. That they need to be more assertive and speak up in terms of what they are wanting from you. Maybe they need to refocus their goals and their direction. See, it may be that they want you back in their life, with that King of Pentacles being there. But it may be that there's some other outside aspects, some external things going on in their life that mean that they need to start to refocus, as I said, their goals and their direction. And it may be to do with external factors in terms of work and finances. Maybe this Nine of Pentacles is not so much to represent that they don't want to be on their own, although yes, I feel that is part of it. But it may also be to do with the fact that maybe when it comes to their finances and work, they're not completely succeeding at the moment. And they may be looking for this new creative venture that they feel very passionate about. And it may be that there's this whole work situation going on for your going on with your ex-partner that on some level is causing them to be distant from you, to not give you the time that you want. Maybe they're not even interacting with you very much, and it's causing you to feel that you're not good enough. This lack of confidence and self-esteem. But it may be that they do want to be with you, that they do want to reconcile with you. But it may be that there's just too much external things going on in their life at the moment that they're not able to focus on a reconciliation in this month of October. But I do feel with that King of Pentacles being there on their side, I do feel that it is talking about them wanting a reconciliation with you, them having feelings for you, them wanting to be with you. But it just may not be possible at this moment in time. So Virgo, that does conclude this reading. Thank you so much for watching this video and for all your likes, shares and for subscribing. And I will be back with your single and couple readings. Thank you. Bye.